This is going to be a fairly short 10-minute video in which I will be examining the explosion special effects for ships in Star Citizen. On October 9th, 2015, a video was posted onto the RSI website in which Jared Huckabee interviewed senior artist and tool specialist Matt Intrieri. Hope I pronounced his last name correctly. And a few things that Matthew mentioned in the video that interested me were that after a ship explodes, they want the various parts of the debris field to be harvestable. So you could go in there with your salvage vessel and collect various components, various pieces of scrap, and sell them on the open market and make a little bit of free profit. Now, one other thing that really caught my attention was how Matthew described what happens when your ship is impacted by a ballistic round, for example, and how that affects the components at that particular part of the ship. And then depending on what that component is, it could have various effects take place that affect other components throughout the ship. So you would end up, in some cases, having sort of a cascading failure effect from the point of impact that would spread across the whole ship and eventually cause a fatal explosion. So what you are going to see in this video is, first of all, the original footage. Now, in my opinion, what they show in the original footage is too far away. It's like way distant, and you can't make out a lot of the detail. So what I have done is I've taken that original footage and zoomed in various levels so you can really catch all the finer detail. And on top of that, I have slowed down the animation about 1.5 times to 2 times, so you can really get an appreciation for everything that's going on with these ship explosions. And I think you will agree with me, it is freaking amazing. So, without further delay, let's get to it.
So what Sean did here is he pre-visualized the progression of effects that are going to occur in the ships. And what we are doing is we're making these effects systemic, which means we're going to motivate these effects through the components on the ship. So literally, what we see in the video is we have electrical feedback, we have small explosions, and then we have a kind of a weight, and then a kaboom, right? So what we've done is we've broken that apart, and what we've been trying to do is very systemic. We're trying to motivate all the special effects through damage, through the ship's systems. Not just play an effect over the ship, but just really motivate it through ship systems.
All right, so this is a really extreme close-up of the cockpit of the Constellation. So first of all, we have these electrical surges and arcs taking place throughout the ship as it's shot at, and the hull is being impacted. Then you have a massive explosion in the rear of the ship, and that causes even more electrical surges to take place throughout the ship, sort of a cascading effect that I mentioned. Oh, and I love this part. Then all the glass in the cockpit just blows out into the vacuum of space. And then the cockpit explodes. And the rest of the Constellation gets blown to smithereens. Holy friggin' crap, that was amazing. I mean, I've seen those explosions probably 30, 40 times when I was making this video, and I am just still in awe over what CIG is able to do. Oh my gosh, this just adds a whole new layer to Star Citizen. Just freaking amazing. Well, anyway, as always, if you have something you want to say about this video, please do leave me a comment. I love getting comments. And if you really want to show extra support for my channel, please click on that little red subscribe button down below. Until next time, this is Citizen Academy, wishing all of you fame and fortune in the verse.